Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Darlene. For those of you that are new to my channel, I make a ton of videos just talking all about baby, mama, and pregnancy. These ones specifically are just my pregnancy journey. I like to just research how baby is changing and developing, and also how mama is feeling. So that's what these videos specifically are about. So this week we are in week 18. Chances are if you're watching this video, you are pregnant and I am pregnant. So we are on the same exact journey, the same exact week if you're watching this right now. So I just want to start off by saying congratulations and welcome to my channel. You can check out all the other videos that I have. I have week 6 all the way to now at week 18. So if you haven't looked at those, you can binge watch all the way up into where you're at now. So pregnancy is the happiest reason for feeling like crap. Like I've said before, I go a lot into those pregnancy symptoms at the beginning of pregnancy, like the very first trimester, how those symptoms are just awful. But which ones are normal and which ones are not normal, so you can go and check out those videos. Now that we are in our second trimester, hopefully those morning sickness, queasiness, stuff like that has eased up, but now you're just dealing with a whole bunch of other stuff. In the second trimester, it's not as bad, or personally I think it's not as bad as the first trimester. The second trimester is the easiest in my opinion because I have a 1.5-year-old. And I remember the second trimester, I wasn't morning sick anymore. I had my energy back. I was feeling good. And then along comes the third trimester where you're just like super huge, have to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds, it feels like. And you know, that's just a whole other thing. But the second trimester is like the best one in my opinion, and what I've heard from other people as well. So welcome to week 18. First, we're gonna talk about baby, then we're gonna talk about mama. So you've made it to week 18, almost halfway there. You probably look pregnant now. You can't really hide it yet. So friends and family all know, even if you were trying to keep it a secret. So just know that in week 18, your baby is about 5.5 inches big, about 6.5 ounces. They say that baby is about the size of a cucumber at week 18. And I couldn't believe this when I hit 18 weeks a couple of days ago. I just couldn't believe it. It was like last week at week 17, we were at a large onion. And then this week we're at the size of a cucumber. It seems like a huge jump. So what I did is I looked up just other websites and how they describe week 18 besides the cucumber. And I found that another website explained week 18 as being the size of a bell pepper. So that's a little bit shorter to me than a cucumber, but just still pretty big. And then another website said that baby is about the size of a chicken breast. You know, you're looking at a chicken breast on your dinner plate. So that's another analogy of how big baby is now, which is pretty big. I mean, I feel like from week 17, you know, an onion to this week, chicken breast, bell pepper, or a cucumber, which is pretty big in my opinion. I couldn't believe it. And I had to research other analogies from other websites. So this week in week 18, you probably are feeling the baby kicking, rolling, punching around in there. The baby just can like toss and turn. If you're not feeling baby yet, that is normal too. I think with my first, I didn't really feel like a big kick or anything like that until week 20 or even maybe week 21. So if you're not feeling baby yet, just know that that is normal too. Just some women could be starting to feel baby moving around, kicking, punching at this time. So at week 18, your baby's nervous system is just maturing rapidly right now. So there's a substance called myelin, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and that just helps your baby speed messages from nerve cell to nerve cell. So it's all about the nerves this week in week 18. That's just like I said, it's just growing rapidly right now. So also big deal on week 18 is your baby's brain. Your baby's brain is further developing. It's just helping with all the senses: taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing. Like we've said before in the other previous videos, your baby's hearing is almost fully developed at this time, meaning they can hear you. even through all the muscle, the tissue, the fluid, they can hear your voice. Your baby can also start hiccuping. So if you have like these consistent little tiny, if you thought maybe there were kicks or anything like that, they might be hiccups that you're feeling inside. That's also really, really cool to experience if your baby is hiccuping. You can feel it on the outside, but also if you're hiccuping, if you have hiccups, your baby can also hear that. So it's pretty cool. So your baby is also developing meconium. So that is just going to be the baby's first bowel movement after they are born. It's going to just be their first bowel movement. It's just kind of black and tarry, but that's completely normal. But it is already forming this early on in pregnancy. Baby's already forming that inside. So week 18, I mentioned that you probably are noticeably pregnant. You probably can't hide it or keep it a secret anymore because just you have popped. So just your stomach, has a little round shape to it now. But just know that every pregnancy is going to be different. Every woman is going to be different. Just their body type, height, weight, obviously the body type, number of pregnancies they've had, stuff like that. Everything kind of goes into consideration. So if you are comparing yourself to pictures on Google or your friends or family members that are also pregnant, just know that your baby bump is perfect for you right now. If you think it's too small or too large, I can assure you that every pregnancy is different. So just try not to compare yourself to pictures that you see on the internet or anything like that. Just know that your pregnancy bump is perfect at week 18. So one symptom that is pretty new for week 18 is edema. So that's just swelling. You might feel swelling in your feet and ankles and maybe even your hands. That's just from the tissue just having extra fluid. So that is a normal pregnancy symptom if you're getting it in those lower extremities or your hands. It's just something that you could bring up to your next appointment, to your doctor at your next appointment, because there are some things that can help with that. So they just say to kind of reduce water tension. I know that there's some positions you can stand in to kind of help with that. Put your feet up if you're having the swelling in your feet or ankles. I got the swelling in my feet when I was further along in my 3rd trimester. We did kind of like a baby moon. So just one last trip before baby came. We went to San Antonio, Texas, and I just remember my feet were super swollen. But that could have also just been from walking a lot and also just the heat. So just know those are pretty normal symptoms to feel if you are getting swelling in your feet, ankles, and hands. So it's pretty normal if your doctor wants you to take an iron supplement around this week or maybe after your week 20 appointment, just because you're circulating a whole bunch of blood right now, and iron will help with that, just so you don't become deficient. If you are a vegan or vegetarian, this is something that your OB will definitely want to know. If you are not eating meat, just because those iron stores you want to replenish with an iron supplement, probably even before week 20. Even if you are a meat eater and you eat protein and you eat red meat, this is something that your OB still might recommend for you to be taking an iron supplement. Along with iron supplement, eat foods that are high in iron. So pumpkin seeds, dried fruit, spinach, seaweed, those are kind of the ones that you can get that are not, if you're not wanting to do animal products. So if you want to do animal products, any of those red meats are really good. But you can look up foods that are high in iron to kind of help you with those. But it is pretty normal if your OB wants you to take an iron supplement at this time. So a whole bunch of stuff is going on with you and baby. This is just week 18. So we will see you in week 19. Like I said, please like and subscribe to my channel so I can keep making a bunch of videos for you guys. You can check those out also. So the first link in the description below is going to be about how me and my husband are able to stay home and make full income from home, where we don't have to leave and go to work, and we don't have to take baby girl to a daycare or anything like that. We can work from home. So if you want more information about that, you can check that out on the first link in the description below. But we'll see you next time for week 19.